Hello folks, this is Steve AB4L. It's about 20 after 8 Eastern Daylight Time. Andrew Hunter Road, Deep River Bridge, outskirts of Franklinville. I was here earlier in the afternoon, and after I looked to see what was being done, I got back in the car and it started to rain like crazy. And then after that went by, it was sunny all afternoon. Road closed ahead. Detour ahead. But I don't see the barrier. Let me get my camera out. So, like this afternoon, earlier, they had the fence here. And we can see there's been work here recently. Gotta be careful we don't slip and fall. Rent a fence. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just showing you. Now, if we look at the roof timbers, we can see that they're ancient. And if we look at the bricks and the mortar, we know it's well over 100 years. Now, the air conditioning unit, there's a gray blue one near the stairs, and here, looking past the edge of the sign for the church, you can see another one. You can see the roof has been pulled down, wooden arch. That's where the first brick facing collapsed. Now I want to show you why they had to make a decision that couldn't actually be delayed. Here's the traffic. Here's the road edge. Here's the curbing. Here's the stairs to go to the immediate entrance of the church. So you have an unstable structure immediately, literally, at the roadside. We can see bricks that are broken down there, and I can tell you that if you look at the consistency of the broken face, that's not the way a modern brick would break. And it has to do with the way they made those bricks well over 100 years ago. And they're very similar to the bricks I've shown you at the mills. We can see how old the wood is. So we had, if we look straight ahead, a wall that's no more than 2 bricks thick, that's high, and rafters, wooden rafters, that held up the large roof, and there were no central pillars, as far as I can see. If you look at the altar area back there in the sanctuary, remember, I'm an idiot running my mouth. I have no idea what I'm talking about. My understanding is there's a brand new pastor. I don't know her name. And she just became the minister of this church this past week. Clearly replacing someone who'd been here for a longer tenure. This is, I believe, the Masonic Hall. Notice that it is also, this will give you a good view of how the church was perched next to the street. Because the dimensions are essentially, oh no. Actually, I think this building is part of the church property. The Masonic Hall is further down. This is part of, now this has been gutted, and it has an interior structure similar to what we saw with the church. I'll bet it was built around the same time. And actually, when I think about it, I think they were in the process of refurbishing this building. How long ago do you think this was laid? I'm hanging on so I won't slip on the mud. Our beautiful Piedmont red clay type soil. Let me cross the street. We're safe to cross. The fire trucks are back. See what I mean about the thickness of that vertical wall? So it was a brick shell and a wooden structure spanning for the roof, the ceiling. And from what I'm understanding, the church is actually older than the town itself, which would mean it was built earlier than the incorporation of Franklinville. I'll have to look those dates up. Can I step in front of you? Now, I think they're probably going to save part of the structure. And these are known as doubles. They're daylilies, and they're known as doubles. This answers a question that was in my mind. This means there's piping under the street. And it's also been done on that side. Now the account on WFMY was that the wall collapsed partially, fell on the air conditioning, broke a gas line, and that led to an explosion that, because of a ripped gas line, and I'll leave it there. Caution, high pressure natural gas line, no smoking, no trespassing, Piedmont Natural Gas. Everybody's out here with their cameras.
Everybody's out here with their cameras.
Oh, wait a minute, where's yours?
I live right here. So
Oh, okay. All right. Fire hydrant line, fire hydrant line, okay, so this is the evening visit, Saturday evening, no activity now, clearly they will be resuming. Steve AB4EL. Gonna go over to Riverside Park, and when I was pointing my arm, I was talking about what that machine and the route it took. Now I'm going to go for my Heart Health Climb, Faith Rock Trail, which is just down there. Steve AB4EL in Franklinville, Randolph County. I'm so sorry about this beautiful old church. It won't all be torn down. Saying see you in 73.